Should you consider going keto? Do keto diets work? What about keto for fat loss? We're going to answer all those questions and more in this ketogenic diet pros and cons breakdown right now. For all the best nutritional tips and tricks and strategies, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that little bell so you are notified every time I add a new video or we go live. Be sure to watch until the end because I've got a special bonus ready to go for you guys to help with maybe the most important part of this whole process, the motivation, the inspiration. Unless you live under a rock, you've probably heard about keto diets. And you've probably wondered, hey, the incredible results that these guys promise, that these guys suggest, is that true? Do keto diets even work? Should I go keto? Is my keto diet gonna lead to accelerated fat loss? I've been in the fitness world, I've been in the fitness industry for nearly 20 years now, man, and I've just about seen it all. So I wanna break things down and simplify them to help you guys make the best choice. So let's dive right in and let's see if any of that's true. First pro, when you switch over to eating mostly protein and fats, or I guess it would be mostly fats and some protein, you will find that your hunger levels will decrease. And this makes a lot of sense because you won't have any glucose or as much glucose in your system. So you won't be subject to those blood sugar spikes. And this is a good thing when you are dieting because dieting is already hard enough. And so oftentimes by not being so hungry, you will end up eating fewer calories. I can testify to this, even not being in keto per se. Whenever I'm training for a show and I'm carb cycling, when I'm on those low days and I'm on those really light calorie days, I actually find that after a while they get pretty easy. They get pretty easy because my body just kind of gets used to it. So this is a big, big pro. And that actually leads right into the second pro. If you actually find yourself where your diet is pretty inconsistent, you struggle to regulate insulin, you struggle with glucose control, then going keto can really serve as a nice boost to kind of right the ship, if you will, to kind of bring your system back to where it needs to be or to where it should be. Now, if you're confused about, insulin sensitivity and insulin resistance, then definitely consider subscribing to the channel because I've got a nice little video series that I'm working on with those two guys specifically. So stay tuned. But if you struggle with these things right now, similar to how you won't have a lot of glucose floating around in your system, this can kind of help right the ship and kind of help your body get back on track. Pro number 3, well, as we learned in that ketogenic diet basics video, you're gonna be eating a whole lot of fat. And a lot of people don't eat enough fat to begin with. So this is gonna change that problem and then some. This is going to fix that problem very, very quickly because you are gonna have avocados coming out of your ears. You're gonna have coconut oil oozing from your pores. Pro number 4, I'm not willing to say that, we're talking sharper cognitive abilities across the board. I don't know if I'm willing to jump on that wagon just yet, but there is some pretty interesting research. Some pretty cool studies have been done to show that if we're talking about neurodegenerative things like MS, like Alzheimer's, like Parkinson's, like even brain trauma, then a keto diet could be really beneficial. And so in one of those special circumstances, going keto could actually help quite a bit. All right. So that brings us to the cons. Con number 1, you're gonna have to endure a pretty restrictive food list, man. Anything with carbohydrates is pretty much gonna be out. That means no dairy, no fruit, no starchy vegetables, no grains, and definitely no processed foods. That means no yogurt, maybe a little bit of cheese, maybe an apple once in a while, but definitely no bread. If you need to pause for a second, and you need to grab a tissue because your bread intake has just gone down to 0, by all means. Con number 2, get ready, baby, because the keto flu is coming your way. The keto flu is basically when your body switches over from burning glucose to burning fat as fuel, it is not going to be happy with you, man. You are going to feel like straight up garbage. What do I mean by that? Well, the symptoms of the keto flu are headaches, fatigue, sugar cravings, irritability, trouble sleeping, nausea. This thing is going to feel pretty bad. And typically, this guy lasts maybe 3 to 5 days. Con number three, this is based off of my own 2 decades of being a competitive bodybuilder. 2 decades of kind of turning my life around from being an out of shape, overweight kid to hitting the competitive stage. And it's this: keto is just not a sustainable solution for 99% of the public, if not more than that. When you think about your life, when you think about just regular functions, when you think about just hanging out with friends, hanging out with family members, this is not something that's probably going to be sustainable for you in the long run. Sure, can you do it for 3 months? Can you do it for 6 months? Can you even do it for a year? I think so. But can you do this for the rest of your life? Can you actually go through life with like weddings and birthday parties and this and that and really eat pretty much 0 carbohydrate? I don't think it makes a lot of sense. I don't think it makes a lot of sense as a long-term sustainability option. And I think this is where a lot of people go wrong when it comes to fitness, when it comes to training and nutrition. They don't think about the long term. They don't think about the sustainability of what they're doing. They think, man, I'm just gonna do this for 3 months or 4 months or 6 months. I'm gonna buckle down, I'm gonna get in shape, and then I'll figure it out. Don't do that, man. Figure out the long term now. Figure out forever right now. Because this is what we have a problem with in today's society. It's not losing weight, it's keeping weight off. So where do we stand? 4 pros up against 3 cons. It looks like this thing's a go. It looks like we've got the green light to go keto. Well, not so fast, man. Not so fast, because we've gone through the good, we've gone through the bad, but I've saved the ugly for the very end. Because I know this is what you guys want. This is what you guys want to know. What about keto for fat loss? Does keto lead to accelerated fat loss? No, not according to the data. Let me repeat that. No difference in fat loss. What's interesting is there are a lot of studies out there about keto that show these impressive results, that show this incredible progress when people have gone keto. But very few of them, in fact, none of them except for one, equated for calories and protein. Well, some researchers out in Arizona at Arizona State University did just that. They looked at keto, but they equated for calories and protein, and they found no difference in fat loss. So given the sustainability problem and the lack of a very clear fat loss advantage, I'm not really on board with keto, man, if I'm just being real with you guys. I don't think it's the best option for most people. But I can't speak for you. I mean, maybe you're the exception. Maybe you're the outlier. Maybe keto makes a lot of sense for your lifestyle, and maybe you just love bacon. Maybe you just love olive oil, right? Maybe you just, you wake up in the middle of the night just craving avocados. If that's the case, then keto might make a lot of sense for you, right? Don't let me tell you differently. But I just think that if you're exploring different nutritional strategies, keto might not be the best option. So there you go. There is a breakdown of the pros and cons in a practical sense of the keto diet to help you decide if keto makes sense for you. But maybe it's not the nutritional strategy that is hanging you up. Maybe you're having a hard time getting motivated or staying motivated. Well, if that's the case, then download the mystery behind motivation right now. This is a little ebook that I put together a couple of years ago in the 3 areas of life that I love more than any other: fitness, finance, and faith. You'll find the link to this guy right below in the description. Download this guy right now and find that inspiration. Hey man, I appreciate you guys very much. If you liked this video, please hit the like button. If you didn't like this video, please hit the dislike button. If you want to share this with a friend that's considering keto, and you're thinking, hey man, here's a pretty good pros and cons breakdown, then ship this along to them. Maybe it'll help them out. And of course, as always, please consider subscribing. We'll see you guys for the next video. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Penelope, say thanks.
Thanks.
Yep. If you guys want to subscribe to my YouTube channel or like the Facebook page or follow me on Instagram, Twitter at jschultzf3, whatever you guys can do, man, I really appreciate you guys. We'll see you next time.